Greetings, loved ones, and welcome to the vlog. This is a road trip vlog, and I am here with Finley himself, Mr. Finn. He's looking very cute today. He's got his gangster shorts on that I sewed for him in a recent episode of So Drunk. I assume that this video will go up after that, and if it does, then I'll link it on the screen. But we are on a road trip right now down to San Francisco for Outside Lands. And we're very excited. We're gonna meet Lindsay there. In the meantime, we're just taking our sweet time getting down to the coast. We left about like a week before the festival, and we are now driving to basically the Redwood Forest. We are gonna be staying in this town called Trinidad, which is on the California coast, and we stayed in Trinidad at this exact same Airbnb situation when we were first falling in love about 2 years ago in 2017. And I'm just so happy to be going back, staying at Karen's again. She was just, oh, great. She had so many things to offer, and I'm so excited to see her again. And also just to see the Redwoods again. And today is like the second day of our road trip. I didn't start it yesterday because we were mostly just like packing and leaving, and then we were planning on going and starting in Lincoln City because we wanted to go to this place called Otis Cafe in Otis, Oregon, and it freaking burned down. Not down to the ground, but they had a fire, and now the cafe is no longer, and they have like a donation page to donate to their GoFundMe and whatnot, and we were passing by like, shit, we drove out through this way because we thought we were going to Otis Cafe, but should have done our research, you know, RIP. Hopefully it comes back. I loved that place. So then we were just kind of like shooting the shit around Lincoln City. We basically just went on a hike. We tried to go on the God's Thumb hike. I don't know if we ever actually made it to God's Thumb indeed, but we did find, it was just called The Knoll in Lincoln City. And by definition, a knoll is literally just a small hill or mound. But it was a very, very large hill, and we spent about 4 hours up there yesterday just chatting it up, chatting the day away. And then this morning we woke up and left our Airbnb. We went to Agate Beach outside of Newport, and there was nothing agate on the beach. It had been rumored to me to have agate on that beach, but I assume not today. And then after that we went to the Oregon Coast Aquarium because we really wanted to see this steampunk exhibit, which was like named Sea Punk exhibit, and it was very cool. It was fun, but we were both just leaving being like, I don't know how those places make me feel, you know? It's like a zoo, and you don't know if you should be giving your money to that, but at the same time you're like, well, I guess it educates people, but for the most part people just come here to take photos, so I don't really know if it does that. Anyways, I'm just blabbering now, but we are about, I don't know, an hour and a half outside of Trinidad. I'm so stoked to see the Redwoods again. So that's why I wanted to start the vlog, so you can see the Redwoods. I think we're actually passing into California right now because we're at a freaking toll booth. Jesus! We are now in Redwoods territory, Redwoods State Park. I'll show you a cleaner view. Oh yeah, that was a big mama. Oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah, there's a big mama. We just got to Trinidad, to Karen's.
Lovely tree.
Just the best place in the whole world. She got us some local goat cheese, some local butter, some local half and half, just all, she's a local woman. Local jam as well in there, some elderberry jam. We have all of these beautiful fruits and veggies from her farmer's market, which she left out for us. Some loaves of bread to use with the butter and the goat cheese. Some freaking ambiance candles. She has a humidifier in here with some peppermint essential oils. She gave us these lemon balm sprigs from her garden. Just next level, truly. We can take a little bath in here. The bathroom is in here. We have our little bed. We stayed in 2 different places in this like tiny house eco village back in 2017, and this is our first time in this little apartment. It's like a little studio, and it's great. We also have some fresh ground coffee for the morning. I mean, this is just the best. We have some teas, some things to flip through. Blessed be the day. Are you as happy as I am, baby?
I am. I've never seen this book in real life. Flip through that.
Aesop's Fables. Yeah, we can.
That's reference. I've had that song stuck in my head. Aesop's Fables. From sea to shining sea. You can't even see the top of it. You know what I mean? Holy shit! The things that you could do. I feel like you could build a small village with that. Not really, but definitely like a whole homestead or something like that.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, that's a lot of wood.
That is a lot of wood. Do you see all of these spider webs in here that are foggy so they look all cool?
Wow. I just wanted to look at the mold on them.
Look at Peanut Finley compared to this tree.
It's got really beautiful coloring of the molds and stuff in it.
It's dead up here, but it's still sprouting new trees from the top.
I think those are seeds sprouting in the dead trunk.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. So all those trees growing out of it, because this was a big redwood, but those aren't redwoods.
On either side, yeah.
And those are like, you know, just seeds from other plants in here. They'll root down into the trees, and they actually make for an incredibly nutritious and wonderful start for a lot of these plants. But if a heavy drought comes through, it can desiccate the entire trunk and kill whatever's growing in it. So it's kind of a roll of the dice. It could work out really well as long as there's good rains throughout the dry seasons for the first, you know, couple decades to get them started. Or if heavy droughts come in, then it can kill them off young and they don't get the roots in that they need to survive. Wow, you are just but a tiny peanut like Larry in a sea of cuteness.
And this one's not even all the way up. It's dead before it even gets to the top.
Yeah, that was a big trunk one though.
Sometimes Finley puts flowers behind my ear, but today he put this thing. We don't really know what it is, but I look like an exotic peacock.
Looks like a butterfly.
We're just having a nice hike today on the old Trillium Falls Trail. So that's where we are. And I'm in my own merch. I forgot that I had this shirt until Lindsay brought hers when she came to visit me, and then I said, oh yes, forgot about that shirt. I need to wear it more often. Comment down below if you have one. So long.
It's a redwood, I think, unless it's a Doug fir next to it. I still can't tell the difference very well. I think that is a Doug fir next to it.
I think so too.
And then, but this, every branch coming out of it looks nothing like a redwood. At least what I thought a redwood. Unless redwoods look like that. I don't think they do though. I can't really get a good view of them.
There's so much self-heal on this trail. It's just crazy. All these little purple flowers. This is what they look like. I'll get a nice focus for you just so you know.
What does self-heal good for again?
You can just put it in salads, you can eat it. I think it's an immune system booster, but I'll put the freaking facts right on the screen for you, just so you know. But they look like this. They look like weird honeycombs. I first saw this in Olia's property, my neighbors.
I believe these are the shield ferns, and the sword ferns are those.
Yeah, those long ones that I put in my hair when we went to Ren Fair.
Yeah. Like when you're just in your own life and thinking about stuff like, well, hold on, like in my book, they talk about stuff like this, and right now I'm seeing all of that, you know, not trampled, yada yada. And then deriving the correct conclusion is fun. See, this thing is just, I mean, I don't see why we couldn't have forests of this stuff, let them grow for thousands of years, and then the few that reach maturity, pick them off, you know, really responsibly, one by one, drag them out with, chop them up a little bit and drag them out with horses or something like that. And then, I mean, it just wouldn't feed the consumption level that we have today. But I mean, for any sort of like reasonable expectations, that amount of wood and the quality of it would just be outstanding.
I wanted to show you guys this, but we think that this forest was burned at some point and only some of them like survived.
Yes, like all the oldest trees will survive a massive burning like that because they have such thick barks and whatnot, and you can see it all blackened up. But if you know, if you stand over here, you can really see the canopy up top, and it's completely healthy and continuing to live on, and probably will for a good bit longer. But
Yeah, the coloring is so interesting because it, like, the bottom half is even still brown, but then it's like the fire just took to this part so much, and it just looks like charcoaled and blackened, and then up there is like fine. Also, we were just talking about how these trees like weave. So cool, the bark.
It's super abnormal though, because it usually grows straight up. I haven't seen a redwood doing this. Like what it's doing, wrapping around those canopies. I want to say it probably got tilted somehow.
Yeah.
And then it grew its crown up towards the light from there, and then it's made it look like it's twisting since.
Woo!
When the forest burns like that, all the young trees will get killed with the fire, and then like a new growth forest will grow under these ancient canopies of the oldest trees that survived through it. So it's kind of an interesting diversity of
passing on to younger generations.
Young trees that are just coming up that are way, way, way younger than these like 1,000, 2,000-year-old behemoths right here, where usually you would get a more equalized forest canopy.
It's just hanging out at the end of a redwood over here. This whole tree fell down, and the trail is all the way over there. Wow. We made it to Trillium Falls. Check these features out.
Coming together?
Sure.
Wow. Stretching those legs. Things, it's hard to put into words how regal they look. Magnificent creatures.
We're about to start the Cathedral Trees Trail. Oh, oh, oh. There you go. There she goes. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Nailed it. These are just beasts.
Just dwarfs everything. Well, every forest at least.
Yeah.
I have some cities that look about like this, but... You suck in water, shoot out water, and then throw it in the ocean forever.
No thanks.
That's what somebody was supposed to do.
We're at Trinidad Beach, and Finley is burying my stinker feet, so he never has to smell them again.
If you all were here, you'd be doing the same thing.
I actually would just like to let you guys know that my feet don't even stink, and if anybody here smells bad, it's him. What? Baby?
It's kind of rude.
You know it to be true, don't even act like...
These things smell like the mayhem.
I love you, baby.
Now show them how bad your feet can blast us away. Oh no! The earth is moving! Ah! The feet are out! They smell so bad! Glop, 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 glop. I am dying, you freaking stinker mouth. Gosh, goodness, goddess. Oh, goodness. Frick you, you freaking monster mash.
I know you're a pinecone head.
No, you're a pinecone head, you freaking red-headed pinecone. You look like a cedar bark.
You look like a sand angel, baby.
I'm a sand man. I'm into sand man. I'm in a jam band.
Let's go to dinner. Marley, what are you doing over there? Are you just waiting for Finley to hang out with you? Wow. I see your little tail. All right, listen here, party people. We just went and did some really good mini golf here at the Lighthouse Plaza in Arcata. And it was just like, when we pulled up, we were like, oh, this is pretty small. But all of the holes were so good. And also, I don't know if you can see over there, those people are holding like Mike's Hards and stuff like that. You can drink on the course, and they got freaking cup holders next to the course. It's just wild, you know? I've never been to a place that like lets you drink it up on the course.
If you can see it, I'm gonna do my signature zoom here. Can you see Mrs. Kitty, Mrs. Midget Kitty? So right there, oh yeah, now we're getting up to the zoom. See that little butt right there? That is the cute kitty who is the course captain and keeps an eye on everything and just make sure everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
And everybody, if they miss their cute dog at home, has a little something to admire.
But yeah, we left Trinidad this morning and just grabbed some breakfast, and now we're in the car on the way kind of just more south. We're staying in Redway tonight, which is also near the Redwoods. It's like near Humboldt, the Humboldt section of the Redwood Forest. So we're just kind of like going south and hitting random spots on the way, baby. So if anything else fun happens, I'll let you know.
Peace out, you freaking, oh shit, Default.
Signing off.
Signing off, South Paul persons. I don't know, maybe I ran out of words. Oops.
I always just remember my intro and then I laugh.
What is your intro?
I changed it from hi friends to greetings loved ones. Like what Snoop Dogg says at the beginning of California Girls. It's just like bum, bum, bum. And he's like, greetings loved ones. Let's take a journey. And he says that, and it's just so funny. So now everybody's saying, because you say greetings loved ones, I want you to say, let's take a journey. Anyways, greetings loved ones. We're gonna be staying. Sorry. Whoa.